Going to be starting in a second. I just had to quick reboot the computer to reconnect to kind of a network issue. Now I've got my art assets back, so you can shush things. I should be just about back. I've got to recall up some of my screens here. There may just be briefly a bit of a echo here in just a second while I take care of a thing. Okay. That's up. Not quite sure why that happened. I think there was this brief network blip, and it unfortunately caused all of my assets to not be able to be located until I rebooted the computer. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. I think we do have Vastin coming in here in just a little bit. Probably do a little bit of Q&A. The one thing I know that he's working on literally today is one of the things we can't talk about yet. So, unfortunately, can't... we're not going to talk about that thing, but other stuff, hopefully. And a little Q&A. Call up my pages again so I can spawn things. Okay. Okay. I think I am back up and running here. Okay, as far as the firework goes, the permanent version of the Eagle firework is on the barter vendor for a low price. And since there is no mount or pet this year, that's sort of the reason why that was given, rather than, or giving the permanent one for the anniversary gift. So that's the news on that. Okay, and actually I just heard from Vastin. Unfortunately, Vastin is feeling a bit under the weather, so has to duck out and can't join us here today. Ooh, hello from Las Vegas, Ron, over on Facebook. Very cool. Hello from the Netherlands, Marine. Very awesome. Hello from France. Hello from Germany, South Africa, Sweden. Gosh, I love this part about our game. This is what I love about the internet. Can we get an eagle we can ride as well? The threshold for the mic cuts out ambient sound a bit, so when he's silent, it sounds like there is nada. That's actually on purpose. I have a little bit of I have a hard limiter on. Is that what it's called? Yep. Erkadoke. Where did I get the wallpaper from this Moor entrance? This is an old art asset from back in the day. I am looking EngineKid88 on both Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook and trying to keep up with all the chats as best as I can. Hello from Australia, Idaho, England, Bay Area, Argentina, and of course, Massachusetts. All right, so let me head into one of the... Actually, let me do two things. Let me get a raffle started. Let's give away 100 Lotro points. Let me call back up that thing. Get that done. So that's now happening, and let me head into one of the game worlds. I'm going to head into the EU, the European game worlds here for a little bit, because we're getting at 3:30. They're about 6 hours ahead of us, so approximately 9:30, so we're hitting their prime time essentially right now. So I want to go and hit the European servers next as much as I can. I have a very light hard limiter on. You have to be careful not to do too much of it. Okay, so where does that put me? Okay, I need to do Laurelin, Evernight, Beligair, Saranin, and Gwaihir. So let's just go in alphabetical and we'll start with Beligair. Uh-oh. That means I'm going to have to remember what the alphabet is. Can he do it? Only time will tell. From the Minton State of Michigan, from New Brunswick, Canada. Cool. Hello from Australia. Okay. There we go. Okie-doke. Yes, I will do that Volsunga in a second. So, here's the dealio on the morale bug that hit yesterday with 23.5. So, we've looked into it, and what ended up happening is a change didn't properly get into the game build. And so, it is actually a bug. It is not a deliberate change by any means. It is actually just a plain old bug. And that's that. So, that will be corrected here, most likely in a hotfix, potentially next week. But at the very least, the morale concerns that were raised, how morale has dropped significantly for some mobs, that is actually a bug. It's a halo effect of a change that didn't get checked in correctly. And that should be fixed in the near future. Basically, there's things that have like half the morale they should. That kind of thing. So I think I've largely answered all the main questions because I've talked about 64-bit. You know, it's on wrapping up Palantir soon and getting to Bulroar soon. I've talked about how the anniversary event is now completable, fixed on both Honor and Ithel. I've talked about how this morale thing is done. I basically re-mentioned that we don't have immediate plans for PvMP, sorry. And I think that's pretty much the main questions I've been asked lately. Let me go and drop a few things here on Beligair. Now, let me do... And I'll do some fireworks. Not a lot happening in Billiger. Maybe they don't know I'm here yet. Or we don't have a lot of Billigarians watching the stream, perhaps. Alright, that should wrap it up here for now. Let me go and see. Wait for the Tundra Cubs to hatch. Nice. I'm on Billiger. Yep. I don't know that we will be making morale and power scrolls percentage based. That's come up in discussion several times, but it just hasn't really happened. So, Gilbara over on YouTube, technically you need to be able to watch the stream to know I'm on Billiger. I think, historically, I have never found that to be a problem. As soon as word starts spreading that there's a admin in game, we handing out free stuff, people tend to show up. But if I need to, I can get the word out. I did go to Honor very first. Back to listening and deed grinding. Sounds okay. Can we expect the trickle of announcements to start after the Masterminds of Sharn on the Dungeons & Dragons Online side is released? They're fairly independent from each other, so the schedule of Lotro is not particularly dependent on the schedule for DDO. And in this particular case, there is a limited amount of shared resources that's being used, mostly engineering and art, of course. So I do think we'll see a little bit of that work happen after Sharn, but for the most part, most of the world content, systems, all that kind of thing, they're just cooking along, regardless of what's happening over on the other game side, and that's pretty common. No word on Audacity PvMP armor, sorry. Yes, let me answer what my favorite MMOs ever played are. I assure you it won't be the one I work for. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Sorry, I tend not to do questions about what is my favorite. Especially when it's games that I don't work for. Think about the skill on this one. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Just letting them know. I don't have say on this server yet either, apparently. Going to spawn a few mobs for him. Still set. Not using this. Oh, I know. It's because I got the wrong link plugged in. There we go. Is that person really trying to play Telemon? It's pretty cool. What's the ice? I love that name. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. All right. Let me do a couple of... Let's make the short people tall. I'll make the tall people short. I'm so tall. Okay. Just getting word out on Billy Gear that I will be checking out homes here in a second. Now that we got a nice group of people, let's try to drop off a few more fireworks. Sweet. Someone's got to get to your house first. The option to change text sizes from this past year. Oops. Volsunga. I will have to... Are you saying... I don't know. I'll have to follow up on that. Sounds like there might still be an issue with the scavenger hunt. Hopefully not, but... The age-old pizza, pineapple pizza, yes, no, maybe, is the answer. The reality is I would never choose to order a pizza with pineapple on it. But if someone chose to put a pizza in front of me and that pizza had pineapple on it... Let's see. There we go. Ooh, nice looking tree here. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Nice big long table for organizing things. Why is my camera weird? Okay. Love the green. Looking good. Ah, nice. It's also the scene in chat. Someone was saying they do some RP stuff here, like telling tales and things like that. Very, very cool. It's very nicely done. Love the dishes and such. I think I got another house someone had said something about. Alright, let me try that one. Nice. Well, you've got to be at your house. I can't easily find the location of your house. It's not worth it. But I visited that one. Let me try that one. There we go. Very nice. Belphilus kinship home. So wait, touch the camera. I can. Nice looking home. I am not wearing the sleigh bell. I just have not really had time to kind of sort... Ooh, wow. Sort through it, yeah. They were saying this is a kind of a Mordor-themed home, and I'm liking it, so... Yeah, I know that there was like kind of a news article on that in the past year about like announcing a new class. I think that was perhaps overstated slightly. Um, I don't know that it's something that's like in our immediate to-do work. I do think we will do one eventually, but don't hold your breath. As far as what it's going to be, at least as of today, we've got a pretty strong sense of what that might be, but that's sweet. Some really nice trophies here. I love it. Alright, let me... I think I have time for probably one more home. Let's see if I can get that. So I'm trying to find... Oh, here we go. Let me call up this. Okay, sounds good. Damroth. Troll Shaw is nice. Oh, is that what it character's name is? Let's see. Nope. There we go. A home full of Mordor doors? Yeah. Lovely looking yard. Nice. Got the doormat. Man, I really love this coin. I don't know why I'm not aware of it, but I like it. Money. Lava. It's a nice looking home. Maybe a little naked. All right, fine. I'll get you one. Alright, I think, since it's now 4 o'clock, I'm going to probably move in just a little bit to a different thing. Get out of their house and move on over to the next server. I'm not going to take a break right away. I'm actually, because I was kind of late last time. So I'll just move straight on into the other server and then take maybe a little bit of a longer break here in just a bit. Okay. So next up on the list is whatever comes after B. Quay. All right, let me try to get that report. All right, Wilson guy, I've passed that along. Oh, and what happened to my... For some reason, I keep losing connection to my assets. I am having troubles. We're having network troubles. Well, fine. It'll just be a black screen then. Nobody cares. You don't care. Oh, emailed me. Okay. There we go. U24 music tees for stream. Straight. I am simply calling up this track right now, and we're going to take a couple minutes, I guess, to just kind of listen to some music, because that seems to be pretty cool. And I'll see if I can't get XSplit working again here while I do that. All right, so sit back, relax, and I will be playing a song here. Back in a minute. All right, hello, welcome back. Still running into an issue where I'm having some networking issues, so there should be like a picture and stuff all around, but it's not referencing correctly. So I'll probably have to deal with that over the dinner break if it doesn't magically correct itself, and then I'll solve it for this evening. So anyway, what was that? That was a piece of music coming in Update 24, composed by one Bill Champagne. Darth Celtics, who is offered this track up to play today for our anniversary. This is going to be an Explorer area music, I believe, for Update 24, the Vales of Anduin. By the way, it's not Anduin, nor is it Anduin. It's actually Anduin, according to a pronouncer I heard. Well, they were doing VO recording 2 weeks ago, last week, something like that. So, thanks. Thanks for sharing that, Darth. Very nice. Yeah, it's an Anduin. The combat sounds in the bassoon are on Darth Celtic's to-do list. Yes, I will be going to... Where am I? Evernight. Do you know why? E is before G. But what about Bull Roar? Yeah, it should be coming here real soon. Nice. I'm in Chetwood. I remember here. I think I remember doing this a while back. I guess we'll just kind of hang out in Chetwood and see if people show up here again. So update 24 should be on Bull Roar pretty soon. I would say it's a matter of several weeks-ish, something like that. I am on Evernight. When does the anniversary start? It hath started. The anniversary is formally April 24th. All right, real quick, while I'm here, did I do... I believe I still have an active raffle going. So let me do a last call on a 100 Lotra point giveaway in Twitch chat. Type exclamation point raffle to enter. And then I will draw in a second here. People are not finding me on Chetwood. How about if I just go to instead? Just reflecting, wonder how fast his hair grows. Last time I saw one of his streams, he had his hair a bit shorter. Nice. It'll never not be weird to have people care about my hair or whatever. So I'm not going to really get into the story of why I've got long hair, because it's a little political. But it grows... I guess I haven't had a haircut in... It was maybe a month or so before the 2016 election, presidential election in the United States. And I will most likely retain my long hair until at least the next one. And maybe longer. We'll kind of see what I end up wanting to do with it. It was just something I did on a whim, and now I'm doing it because I feel obligated. It's doing it. Okay, so this is a direct report from QA on the concern raised about the anniversary event on Honor and Ithel. QA has just been on Ithel. They talked to Odelia Rumble, picked up the Eriador Anniversary Scavenger Hunt Year 1. They then used one of the scrolls on the party tree and picked up Eriador Year 1 Tales Frodo. They then completed the Frodo quest and could then turn in the Eriador Anniversary Scavenger Hunt Year 1 quest into Odelia, get the reward, and then pick up the Eriador Anniversary Scavenger Hunt Year 2 quest. So on their version, it worked fine. Maybe if you are in a state prior, that same QA person happened to see in World Chat, I finished the Year 1 card, had to drop the quest from Waldo and pick up the one from Waldo's niece. So perhaps that's the issue, is you're going to have to quick drop the quest that was maybe in a not great state and then move over to one that is. If a player picks up any of the high-level wrapper quests from Waldo, or any of the high-level quests from the scroll in the party tree, they will not be able to pick up the corresponding low-level quest. I think that's what's going on. So, okay, so it looks like we're still working through the process of what's happening there. But on your end, it sounds like maybe it's worth just kind of dropping the quest and re-picking it up. See if that solves the problem for you. Where on Evernight am I? I am in Bree. Over by the Prancing Pony. On Evernight. Oh, you can't see the game. Right. That explains things. Can I get this working? There we go. All right. Nice. Okay. Canceling the quest with Waldo and getting it from his niece instead worked. So it looks like Volsunga, maybe perhaps you could spread the word about that on your server and such, and we can spread the word as soon as I get an opportunity to outside of that as well. Bree auto layers so people can't get to me, but I've been in Bree. I do tend to think long hair is a little better for my face because I've got a round, kind of heavy face or whatever. And so having longer hair and a beard kind of helps offset it a bit. Not like I'm a fashion expert or anything. Okay. This guy is still on, lol. Yes, it's true. And I will be on until midnight. Alright. The other layer. Okay, well let me just kinda... Oh no, here we are. That's where everyone is all of a sudden. How did that not show up? Okay. Nice. Well, let me, wave and such. Gotta love all those fireworks. So, someone just kind of sent me a little bit of a nasty gram, which is fine, but I wanted to talk a little bit about maybe a little more what I said. So, I had said earlier in the stream here that I would like to get some more community giveaway items. Because the stuff we have is a little on the older side, and I've got some things I can give away for, like, coupon codes against, like some of the steeds and things like that. But it is true that the list of, quote, community giveaway items is a little long in the tooth. Hopefully, in the relatively near future, I'll be able to add some stuff to that. So the nasty gram was really along the lines of, well, if you did your job, you wouldn't, you'd have stuff. And I just wanted to kind of clarify that there's a like the way it tended to work, the way it tends to work so far for both games is either we find old items that were given away for a thing or other, and it's either hard to get now or just doesn't really happen very much or what have you. And so we can give those out. We can also give away some things that people aren't really like kind of playing content for necessarily in game, and then some basic consumables and that we can get away with. So the idea is these are generally, the goal is to find gear that is fun but not too fun, if you know what I mean, so that people don't feel bad that they weren't able to get it, or that we cause a situation where suddenly there's a mad rush on the server because everyone wants the hot cool item or whatever that actually has like an in-game benefit or something like that. So that is why we tend to focus a little bit more on like consumables and kind of lower level items, maybe some cosmetics, pets, things like that. Most of the pets, though, that we've made are set aside for other things, whether that be, or say, festivals or other events, or anniversary giveaways and all sorts of things like that. So the number of kind of just sort of like free giveaway items I have is not zero, and as a matter of fact, it's more than it used to be, thanks in part to kind of me hounding the team about it. But well, the reality is it has to not be as big a priority as other itemization. And before then, there was not even before I kind of got here, there wasn't even a central repository for like items to give away for community events and that. So, you know, I appreciate the perfectly valid criticism that perhaps these community giveaway items are perhaps not as sexy as you'd like them to be, or maybe a little old, or, you know, whatever. But the reality is we just haven't really set aside the development work to specifically make community event item giveaways like these things. Now, we have done actually some. I've got codes for, say, fiddles. I've got codes for the Steed of the Red Dawn, etc., etc. So you can see my dev commands due to the overlay being missing on the network. No! All of a sudden, everyone's going to cheat. No, you won't cheat. That's why I had it there. But if I can't get the RS set, I can't get the RS set. Braid my hair. I have never done that. Hippie cord. I don't know if I'm a hippie. I don't really think of myself as a hippie. Yeah. The one jetpack, oh, I know, right? Ninnovate. Could we ever do basically another design a mount contest? I remember when that debuted. I can't remember if I was in the building or not at that point. But I remember there was a lot. A lot more work than you might think in terms of being able to bring that thing to a reality. All sorts of just kind of like legal and business complications and things like that. Would we ever do it again? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know that the amount of hours spent putting it together versus the amount of fun you get out of it necessarily matches up, but perhaps. And they just pretty much destroyed these things. Can I beat Chuck Norris? Probably nowadays I could. I think he's a little bit, perhaps frailer than he used to be. It's interesting. So the kids, well, like I know what the kids nowadays like, but through my 7-year-old son, they don't really know who Chuck Norris is anymore because Chuck Norris is just too old, right? For their lifestyle. So for them, it's all John Cena. Whereas like all the jokes that we used to use for Chuck Norris, your average first graders are using with John Cena now. I have a request for some more pets. Sure, I can do that. So now Chuck Norris is now too old to even warm up or run? Well, no. I mean, honestly, he could probably still kick my butt. So. I don't remember Lotromax, which steed ended up winning that contest and is now in game. Can I take on Iron Man? Yes. Can I beat Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? Depends on what the contest is, if you know what I mean. Will Lotro be able to make server titles available again? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that one. Can you get out of a dynamic layer area? I will. Any news on Captain updates yet? Just that we're working on it. We don't really have any detail to provide. Alright, let me see what else I can do here. A couple of more enemies, I believe. Might be the right. There's too many people here, the damage output is just beyond really anything for us to do. Sure. I have a request for more Tundra Cubs. Someone got skunked on it. It's fine. No problem. Go. Yeah, so I do think the days of the world first raid titles might not really be something we're particularly interested in doing at this point. So if that's what you mean by server first titles, then probably not. Not to say never, but I think we prefer more of the time-gated ones. It just causes a lot fewer problems in the live game worlds. No word on Legendary Server PvMP other than what we've said from the start, which is that we are considering it for when we get much higher level in the Legendary worlds. Oh, it's a server transfer title. Oh, that's a very good question. I don't know. I don't know if that's even possible. Is there a list of things I can drop? Game Archaeologist asks. Yes, not external, but internal. I've got kind of a list of pre-approved things that it's like, all right, yeah, you can give this out, you can give this out. It's fine if you spawn this. It's fine if you do this. You know, here's how you can handle this, that, or the other thing. So, yes is the answer. But not one that's like on a wiki. Although I'm not opposed to doing that, actually. We've done that for the other game on their wiki, where I just went and put all the stuff I could give away. Alright, let me just start at the top of the list here, see what I can see. Rahims. Summon a level 120 raid boss. Okay. No. Come to my house. Okay, let's see if you're there. Okay. I got the nice Holland wall engraving, the kitty. Nice and festive looking on the inside. Some cool looking armor and such. Nice little hobbit hole. That's pretty funny. Oh, I like the ice. It's very nice. All right. Next up on the list was, let's see. Can I give me the full T2 anvil set, please? No. Ruka cord. There we go. Oh yes, my kin house is awash with cats, to say the absolute least. It may be that we have as many cats as there are places to put cats. I cannot hand out rocket packs. Sorry, that one is a specific no-no. Nice. That's good. Just list all the GM commands. Okay. No. Yeah, looking good. Want a pet? It's fine. Do that. Alright, so yeah, we'll check out this house. Nice Mordor door. I really love the gold carpet. I can't believe I hadn't seen this before. It seems to be pretty common, like everyone knows about it except for me. It's just like my room at home, you know, covered in gold. Large stone castle. And the kin's doing a great job kind of hamming it up over here too. It's been real fun. Nice work, guys and gals. Gals and guys. All right. See if that one works. Nice little hobbit hole set aside in the area here. A lot of festive walls on the homes here today. Looks cool. I'll be surprised if I check out Mag Binred's kinship house. Okay, let's make this the last one. In a little bit, I'm going to poke Sev and see if I can get him over on the stream. Yeah, it is nice. Nice. Is Vitha? This one is similar to... That's fine if they don't want to come say hi. Yeah. Will I buy you a Mercedes-Benz? Sure. I'll buy everyone a Mercedes-Benz. Uh-huh. Because they're like, what? Buck or two, right? Alright, yeah, let's do a last call on that raffle for 100 Lotro points over in Twitch chat, and I will go and do the drawing here in just a sec. Pure wants a code. Did I get that to him? Alright, I am going to, I think, I seem to have one more interest in a little bit more work. So let me see where else I could get. Where would be a good place to heat up? How about I head back out to Chetwood, huh? I'll drop a few things here for those who might wish to show up. Oops. And a couple more pets, and then I will probably head on over to the next server. All right, I think that'll wrap it up here. Let me actually move over to a different server, and I'm actually going to kill the stream one more time here. I think what I'll do is give myself a couple minutes, get to reset the computer again, and see if I can't solve this problem. I'm going to get a real quick check, see which network connection I'm plugged into. So I'll be back in like 5 with more stuff. Back in a minute.